Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware of risk in the future trading. We strongly recommend to practice as long as needed before you go live with a real account. All our videos are for educational purpose only. You're very welcome to follow any of our automated signal as long as you are on a sim. We're not responsible for your trades, and this is a strictly educational purpose. It's not a trading room. For the ones that just followed us, you can follow the signal. As an example, the left upper corner, there is an ES. On the ES, you get a new signal, and the last signal was sell at 31.39, target 31.30. We are 25 ticks into the profit based on the last entry, not the whole day, the last entry, 25 ticks. The NASDAQ, we have the same thing, sell signal, 101. 81.75. We are just 5 ticks into that trade. All is based, the market analyzer, on one contract. The YM, we had a sell entry at 262.16, target 261.24. And we are 90 ticks into the profit based on one contract. So the total right now on the last entry is 260 ticks into the profit. On the right upper corner here, it is the scalper. On the scalper is, we have 38 ticks on the ES, 33 ticks on the NASDAQ. A new signal came in on the NASDAQ, as you see. And YM, we have a sell, 26.44. We nailed 114 ticks. The total of 283 ticks based on one contract. You don't have to use all of them. You can use ES, NASDAQ, and Dow Jones if you are on a smaller account. At the same time, we will be sharing some different type of an auto trade today. And we will be sharing some of the auto trades we have. And this is a different type of an auto trade. And to our traders, we just released a new update yesterday, and we have upgraded the algorithm on the C entry price. And as you see here, this is a total different type of an entry and different type of an auto trade, and we will be covering this one here as well. As you see on the scalper, we have two signal. We just had an ES, and we have NASDAQ, and now we have the Russell, and the auto trade is already taken a trade, so we will show you the auto trade took those trades automatically. Once the new signal occur, your auto trade will take those trades. And as we see on the NASDAQ a few seconds ago, we had a new entry on the NASDAQ, and here is the entry on the NASDAQ. We are using two contracts, but on the NASDAQ here on the scalper, we are using only one contract. So there is 39 ticks on the last entry signal, which it popped out a few seconds ago in front of you. And now we are on that trade. One of the things you can do, it takes the entry by itself. If the market is a bit like now, you can you can use a fully automated, but also you can also extend the target if you want to, or a break even as much as you want. And it is a very accurate, because what I like about this, now we are coming to the resistance line at 195. This is a direction where a trader should not get lost into an indicators. We either can take the money out on 500, or we can go ahead extend the profit here somewhere if you want to. And if the trailing stop, the fib trailing stop come up, is going to actually, I have the signal chart is missing in here, but I will go ahead and do those. It's the same as the 1 minute, but yesterday I installed a new version and a clean version. Once in a while on NinjaTrader, it's good to clean your Ninja and have a new installation. So I did a fresh installation, but I forgot to put the indicator on, the signal indicator, but I will put it on later on. Not now. It is a little bit late to do that. On the YM, we have 100. But it's the same entry, guys. It's 10182, NASDAQ 10182 if you look at the market analyzer. So it's the same entry. And here on the YM, we can do immediately a break even. So we are out of trouble. And as we see, the signal on the ES with the 1 minute, it is having a problem. The signal came right in line, and there is above that, there is a resistance line. And as you see, it is struggling because the signal is right below the resistance line, and you can immediately spot there is a problem here because the resistance line is right above the signal. So this is one of the things is a trader should be aware danger sometimes, and maybe immediately trying to cut his losses on that trade and then try to pick up the signal after. So for the ES trader, if you want to take the ES trade, it should be limited order at 31.3825 because the signal is below the resistance line, and immediately I can spot the trouble, and there is a heavy double resistance at 31.3775, and that is no go on that one. There is no go on this one. So you cannot take a signal and right above the signal there is a fib line. Most likely it's not going to make it. So as you see right now, because the ES turnaround, and now there is a turning around in the market, and we will see what happened. Also, there is one of the things you can do that the ES NASDAQ Dow Jones, they are not in line. We still have the YM to the sell position, and then the 30-year Treasury bond. It is the opposite direction of the ES. This is very good. The 30-year Treasury bond should be the opposite direction of the ES. If they are going in the same direction, this means the market, one of them is wrong because they should never go in the same direction. So this is one of those very simple things a person can do to identify if this market is going to get you in trouble, or there is a chop in the market. You can predict it immediately, and then you can cut your losses and wait for the next round or the next signal. So as we see here, as long as this ES is not breaking the 31.3775, this is going to cause a problem, and probably is going to go down to the trailing stop, which is 31.50. This is a minor floor and fibs, and this one here is 31.2950. This is a major floor and fibs, and our trailing stops is based on the floor and fibs. So this is a very straightforward. Trading is not a piece of cake, but once you get to learn the rhythm in it and you put some proper hours in there, you should be able to overcome the difficulties in the market. But you cannot just look at it and not do anything and expecting to have money in it. For the trade on the one I showed you on the different automated trade, this is right now, it is going up, and what we have done, we have separated the trailing stop loss, and the break even. They are separate. That's why you see too many red with a sell position, and the reason we have done that to give the freedom to the trader. He can move the trailing stop loss, increase and target if he wants to, or if you want to leave it as is, he can leave it as is. Nobody is expecting him to do anything. But also there is an advanced traders where they like to fuzzle with it, and maybe they want to take some profit you can take some profit on it by using the buttons on the top. You can do that, close position immediately, and you can close the position. But also you have the break even, the trailing stop. We have them separate each one of them for a different reason, for the different traders. I don't want to get into it right now. So normally we open at 10 o'clock our webinar. Now it is 9:47. And I thought to open a little bit early today, and so we can finish early. And we will watch this market very closely to see what happened in the ES. It is all right now. We are sitting waiting on the ES to see what is going to happen. And if we are able to break the 31.38, you need to put a limited order 31.38.50 buy position, limited order, or you can go on a sell order at 31.37.25. Sell order 31.37.25, buy order 31.38.50. So now as we see, the ES is coming to the minor support area. This is a major support area, and then this is the support area, the normal fibs. This is a floating fibs, this is a normal fib line, and it is 31.25.25. So it is a very straightforward, very clear, very accurate. And then here on the top we have a high time frame stand using, because in 2020 you cannot just look at the chart. And the 2021 chart will never do it if you wanted to trade the future. So for the ones that want to take that trades seriously, they need to open the 15 minutes, the 10 minutes, the 30 minutes to spot the trend. Whether you are auto trading or not, you need to look at those high time frame. It's no longer in 2020. Look at one chart and make a decision. So what we have done with that, we put your high time frame, as you see here, a stand having 20 different charts open to look just on an ES. And we have put the high time frame. The high time frame is up. So that's all what I need to know. The high time frame is up. We don't need to open a million chart. The target is down. Those are an institutional target. We have covered a lot. And once we hit the institutional target, we will show you that indication here. On the left corner here, as you see, those here measure the sellers and the buyers, and what we have put with those 6 different time frame, and we can measure on all kind of different time frame. In the same time, what we do, we measure the sellers and the buyers. So as we see here, we can see, because what we need to know, if this market, as you see right now, the ES is going on the projection. Is the filament done here? Okay, good. Okay, so as you see here, we have a projection, and we need to know if this place is going with the projection. If we are able to break this projection, we look here at those buyers and sellers, including with the 6 different time frame, and that give us an indication that this market is about to break this line. Another thing is, as you see here, the market to start blinking the charts. This means the sellers, as you see when we have the signal, the sellers start getting on the wagon. And I don't need to look at the numbers. I just need to, the corner of the eye, identify the sellers is on. Not just the number of the sellers, because they can be dismissed milliseconds before, but what is the value sellers in the market. It's not who have put in an order in there. That does not tell me anything. If somebody have a 10 lots selling position and he dismiss it a millisecond before he gets filled, this can really change the whole direction in the market. But what we need to know, the reality, how many people are put in a position in the market, not to just put in an order in the market. So that's why the blinking start when there is a lot of orders has been taken in the market. So another things also on the left corner here, on the left upper corner, you see some indicators here. It is, we only have a 3 here, but it's actually 10 indicators. Those 10 indicators are all your junk indicators where you see is used by a lot of amateur trading, MACDs, ATR, volatility, all those momentum, all those whatnots. They've been tweaked and retweaked for the last 20, 30 years. So we don't need to look at it. But what we did, we have put those 10 indicators in one pot, and then we made them work together. And this one here, what we have done with those indicators, give us the signal. As you see right now, the signal is in yellow. What it does, it measures those 10 indicators together, and then it gives us a reality of those indicators, what they are doing. So this is where we are. In a way, you are sitting in the cockpit, and you are just, the chart is guiding you, and you are a few steps ahead from this normal guy using a normal indicator, because what we are doing, we're not just using those out of date indicator. We have them thrown in the corner. We put a different algorithm and a pumping with a signal, and then we have the bulls and the bears in the corner. This is not just it, but also what we need to know. We need to predict the market. It's not just following the market. So that's why those are thrown in the corner with one signal, because doesn't mean, it's not telling me anything. All those indicators follow the market. This is not enough when you are trading the future looking at the past. You cannot trade the future and your indicator following the market. When the market goes up, those indicators, MACDs, ATR, whatever, all those, you see 20 different junk on people's chart when we come in and do the installation. All this, what it does, it just follow the market. It's not predicting anything. It's not cutting the market in pieces. It's not telling me where is the levels. It's not telling me where is the prediction to enter the market and where is the prediction to exit the market. It's not telling me anything. It's just misguiding me and telling me, okay, the market is up and down. But this is it's not even 5% of the puzzle, and it is the 95% is missing. The 95% of the puzzle in the trading is not just indicator and auto trade. It is the guy who is watching those instruments and decide how this market is moving and trying to predict where this market is going. If you want to be a future trader and you have no idea where is this market going, yeah, it's going to be lose-lose situation for you all the way, no matter what system you are using. And if some guys don't want to put the time in there, that will never be a future trader, not in their lifetime. Future trading is a high reward and high risk, and if you and you cannot just get away with it by buying a platform and a glue an auto trade on it. What you need to do, you need to work hard in order to earn your money in the future trading or any kind of trading. I mean, we have tried stocks before many years ago, and I was very good with the stocks. I don't need even look at the charts with the stocks. But the process trading the stocks, what you need over $500,000 to earn your living. You cannot come in and trade the stocks and make $100,000 because you have a couple $1,000. And then when you get jammed on a stock, you need to put fresh money and keep your position or trying to. There is all kind of things you can do with the stocks, but it does not need a brainer in the stock as much as the future trading. I can trade the stocks with my eyes closed, but however, if you don't have the right amount of money in the stocks, you will be wasting your time. You cannot trade the stock on $10,000, $20,000, $30,000. You cannot do that. Require at least $250,000. I will not touch the stocks if I have anything less than $250,000. Because you gotta have you cannot use the 250. You can use the 50, but then you get stuck with those 50, and then you're gonna bring another 50 and another 50, another 50. So it is not the trade in the stocks. If you don't have the large amount of money, a $250,000, $500,000. I mean, what, you're gonna trade stocks on a few $1,000s? I mean, you will not be able to buy eggs at the end of the month. I mean, so this is a very slow process and a long-term process. And the stocks, you have to be sometimes get stuck with those for a few days. Sometimes, yes, you can go in and out in the same day, but if you don't have the right amount of money, what you want to buy, 1,000 stock and sell it on a couple pennies profit? I mean, really? Because they don't move a lot. So how much you will be making? $5, $10, $20 a day? So this is not going to work. And so if you don't have $250,000 to move stocks, then and buy stocks everywhere, and some that will make it, some that will not. And the stock option is no longer profitable. As you know, a few years ago, the stock option was the best to do for a guy who has a little money. For the last couple of 3 years, I don't know anyone. I don't care what they say. I don't know anyone making money in the stock option, and that is the end of the line on that one. So I'm sure some that will be able to make it on the stock option, but the majorities right now, they are not doing well on the stock option. And it got ruined a few years ago when everybody started trading stock option. Just ruin it. For every time there is this things and it's been used by a lot of traders, is get ruined. Even a system, if the system used by too many people, is going to fail out. That's what we have seen in the future trade when new things come out, and then everybody run and want to do the same, and then at the end, within a few months, they start fail. The reason is I don't want to call what system it is. A few years ago, it was a system, everybody was using it. Now they are on 25, 30 ticks of stop loss, and now it's not working anymore. So the only thing stays working is what I have found out in the future trading, and has not run out of steam yet, is identified trend, pullback, re-entry. That has been around for over 28 years and has not been stopped, has not been run out. All this whatnots, they come in and go and they fell. It's nothing permanent. But this is identify, and you can read as many books as you want. The only thing work in the future trading, identify trend, pullback, re-entry. And another very profitable on the future trading, it is a very serious for a guy are very well trained, is the reversal. The reversal, it is one of the most advanced trading ever on the reversal. If you know what you're doing, it is a very profitable. And we have revealed a lot of secrets last year about the reversal right here on the YouTube on the other channel. So reversal, it is once you know the market, there is a lot of money in the reversal. Actually, on the reversal, that's why we have a reversal auto trade in your package. And the reversal, it is one of the most profitable in the future trading, and it is more profitable than even trading with the trend. But you have to learn it. You cannot just say, get up in the morning and say, I want to trade reversal, and or put the auto trade on a reversal. You don't know what you're doing or how the reversal works. This is a disaster. So right now we close this YM. I don't see anything right now. We only have a Russell on the scalper. And we have this one going, and we have the Russell. And we have the auto trades start taking a trade. This is the number 10 template. We released it yesterday. It is an upgrade version on number 10, and we have given it to you yesterday. And we send it out to the traders. And this one is doing an extremely good job. And on the you see, it is, I always try to do this, guys. For the guys want to auto trade, or this is really important for those guys auto trade. You know, you hear a lot sometimes. I mean, first of all, you have to have a good auto trade. There is a lot of disaster auto trades out there. I'm not going to argue about that. There is a lot of auto trade out there that will not even work on a minute. That's why they have to hide with a different type of time frame chart, because they cannot even their auto trade work on 1 minute. And this is 1 minute. As we see here, this is where the biggest story is. Like you hear a lot, my auto trade made money, my auto trade did not make money. And this is a typical amateur talk, because I want to try to explain that if we look at the ES, whether you are a manual trader or you are an auto trader, and this is very important for the auto trader, please don't tell me this is not your problem. It is your problem, because then if you start losing money, then it's your money anyway. So whether you are a manual trader or not, I wish some of the auto traders can really understand the reality behind auto trading and a manual trading. Without any question, is the ES having a problem with 31.25.75? Without any question. As you see here, the ES has been struggling one time from 951, and now it is 1004. From 951, the ES has not been able to break that area. So you cannot say my auto trade made $500 or $1,000. You cannot do that. You cannot say my auto trade was good today or my auto trade was bad today. The reality is, whether you are auto trading or you are manual trading, you have a problem on 31.25.75. So whether your auto trade now, if it's on a position here, and you have a $500 in your account, it is a decision for you to make if you want to close it or not. Look at this on the top, and now I recognize the ES is not going to go anywhere. As you see here, it says a closing position, and I'm going to close the position. And I close this position, walking away with some money and leave it away. I can interfere with the auto trade. And for the guys don't have time, they have to do the dishes, they have to clean the house, they have, I don't know, don't trade. You know, take your money, go to Las Vegas. At least you get a free drink by a beautiful woman and call it off. If you don't have time to trade, don't trade. You know, spare us with your blessing and go to Las Vegas, do something else with your life. Stay away from us. And as you see here, this one here, it is a very critical area. And as you can see, you're either going to walk away with 500 or you can walk away with 1,000. Anyway, on that trade, we made 350. And now the market start going down. That's very fine. I don't care. I just close at 350. I don't care about this. It may be gonna go immediately turn around and go blow in my face. So it doesn't matter as long as we don't go in red. Today, if you took 350 on that trade, tomorrow could be 300, the second day 500, and the fourth day banana, nothing. This is welcome to trading. You cannot say how much I will be making tomorrow. I don't know how much I will be making tomorrow. I have no clue what I'm making tomorrow. if I know I will be sitting on some kind of island somewhere. I don't know if tomorrow it will be 200 or 300 or 2000 or 3. I have no clue. The only time I know in the morning when the market is moving, and this is one of the question is a repeated question. How much you think I will be making next week? Banana, I don't know how much you will be making next week. I don't know how much this market is moving. I don't know if this market tomorrow is going to get stuck on the same level. I don't know if the market is going to be chopped. I have no clue what is going to happen tomorrow. So those questions by not even an amateur trader, by guys have a Ninja Trader platform as a hobby, and he want to know how much he will be making next month. I mean, even Goldman Sachs cannot tell you how much they will be making next month. Why? Do you think because you have a couple $1,000 in your account, we have to figure out what you're making next week? I don't know. It depends on the trader. So on this one here, on the YM, we have a closed 1480. On this one here, and it is 1 minute. There is not much going on the trades. We have a small trade on the CL. I just started the auto trade 5 minutes before we start the webinar. So on the Aaron said, is even the floor traders. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to talk about it. But also the floor traders cannot sit behind a computer. They got lost, So they have a different story. So as you see, also the CL, it is now a break even. There is not much movement on it. And the YM, we are done with the YM. And what I did, I forced closed the ES where we have sent you this template yesterday, and now it's taking another trade. As if we look at this trade, you see where I closed it, and the market did go down, and then went the opposite direction from where we entered. So actually, we recognize, if we look at the chart, and this is what freaks me out the most. Today, the auto trade only made 100. Why? I don't know. It's a bad auto trade. Really? What was the ES? It was a plus or minus? I don't know. What number the ES closed? I don't know. Was it negative or positive? I don't know. Was it a chop market? I didn't look at it, Sam. Okay. So you cannot do that when you are auto trade. You just cannot put it on and go to the kitchen window and look at the sky and start looking at the dollars coming down. You cannot, guys. This is trading is about money, and nobody is gonna give you money for free. Trust me. And whether you have beautiful brown eyes or green eyes is irrelevant in this business. So right now, on this ES, the one we have sent yesterday, this template, it is a struggling market, and I know why it's a struggling market, because it have this problem on the support area, and here is the problem with this ES. It got stuck in that area here. So when the ES is gonna go up, it's gonna go up to the 31.25. And I have a guy send me an email yesterday. He said he did not know that the market was hard. I don't know how this guy, or where he got the idea that trading is a honeymooning. I don't know, but he was surprised how hard to trade, and he blamed everybody's system because it should not be that hard. Yeah, okay, good luck with that. Yeah, try to sell tomatoes in this market and you will see. So the market got stuck between the resistance line at 31.75 and 31.2575. So no matter how hard it is, the business, or no matter how difficult it is, if he cannot see that there is a resistance at this line and the market got stuck between those two numbers, then you really do not need to trade. Honestly, you don't need to trade. So this is there's nothing we can do in here for us to do on the ES, whether you are auto trading. As we see here on the ES, we have $200, and we see the ES, it is stuck in this area here, and I'm closing it. I'm closing it. I don't want it. I have 150 on that trade, 350 on the other trade. That's 500, and I don't like the way it is. Now, you don't have to use the closing position, but it is very good if you see this market having a problem or taking a trade and it's not going anywhere, turn it off, take your profit, and let the auto trade, like you see right now, taking a different trade. So this is what you need to do. And as you see, this one here is gonna eat banana, and it's not gonna go anywhere either. So we have recognized what it is in the problem in the market, and we have recognized there is a support area in here. We cannot do anything about it, and it's been trying since 9:51 to break that area and has not been able to break that area at all. And now it's gonna go and climb into the 31.3650, and it's not gonna go anywhere. So the market is going to be in that area here, and this is a beautiful, beautiful place to scalp the market between those. And this is where you can take advantage of it by using an ES scalping, the 50-second is scalping, NASDAQ is scalping. That will be a really good idea to use those because we use the scalper on a 15-second. So it does not take that much to start taking some of the profit when it is a scalping. As an example here, we are scalping the NASDAQ, and it is a small money. It's not a great money. It's not a big money. But what we are doing, you can go ahead and try to get 100 here and 100 there, 200, 300. And if the market start trending, it will end up with $1,000, $500, $700. And depends how much you can grab out of it. This is also, now we are done with the gold on the fully automated. It's done. It was a beautiful day on the gold. So if we go on the signal entry, as we see here, it is going break even, plus we have secured some of the profit, and the NASDAQ, it is the market not going anywhere, so we broke even. At least this one here is not costing us any money. We are hoping if this market start trending and you are in the trade, can get all the way up to $500 and $600 or $700 on that trade. You can take the money out of the table, or you can wait or break even and get out of that trade. But don't both of way. You have to look at it. You have to know what's going on. There is no way out of it. There is no way out of it. You have to look. You have to look, guys. On the other auto trade, we have the 1 minute, and you can take the needle to the break even manually if you want, and at least now you are more relaxed because this trade is not costing you any money. And like what I have showed you, if you want to close it, you can close it from the top. So, and call it off. So this is going fine. The CL is not. It's going to close very soon. This is the scalper. You can always pick up a few takes. After we have explained to you what's going on the ES, the ES is not going to go anywhere above the 31.36. And as you see here on the scalper, it is struggling. And I know why it's struggling. So what you need to do, run immediately and cover it, because most likely this ES is going to go backward. As we see here, we have a heavy, you can see it also on the 15-second chart on the scalper, is barely managed to break the 31.50. And now if it's going to climb, it's going to climb to the 31.3375, trying to break it. If he's able to break the 33.75, I doubt it very seriously able to do that, then you are home free at 31.38. But if we go here and see in details on the ES, you see there is a resistance, and a double resistance. So most likely that ES is not going to see the light at the target. So this is where we understand the situation in every trade, evaluate every trade where it's going and where it's going to have a problem with, and then we know we can cut clean around $300 on that trade. And if you are a little bit more aggressive, and if the market able to break all those areas, you're gonna walk away with 1,000. So when you are trading those kind of trades, you can walk with the 300 as we speak right now, because as you see, there is a level here. You wanna stay on the gambling table. You might walk away with 1,000, and if you are not gonna take any action in here, most likely you will walk away with a nice big banana. As simple as that. Welcome to trading. So as you see it right now, this is where a trader using the same auto trade or using the same system, one guy will walk away with a banana, one guy will walk away with 300, and maybe another guy will walk with 1,000. The higher risk you have, the more reward you're gonna get. So there we go. And it is your call, as you see on the trade on the ES. It's not the auto trade, it is the decision who's this guy managing that trade, evaluate his situation, and call it off. As you see on the NASDAQ auto trade, you see, walk away with a banana on the ES. Welcome to trading. So you had the $300, you didn't take it, and then there we go. You walk away with nothing. And now we are actually there is not much trades. Really, there is not much trades. So we have we took well, we are a little bit over the daily target, and we still have two trades on the Nasdaq. Okay, guys, there is not much to do today, and we're done. I mean, there, as you see, the ES never did go up above those level, and it's obvious what happened today. The support area 3120, the resistance area is right here, and the ES got stuck in those area. We have small trades at the moment, ES and YM, and we have Nasdaq, a small one, but there is not much going on. We can break even. Not much going on. Boy, this time, I mean, today was extremely slow, guys, and this is the first break we have. And the Nasdaq did well earlier today, but this is the first really nice move on the ES. Finally, I mean, if we the whole morning trying the ES to break that area, and finally it broke that area. I mean, this was the key when we started at 9:30. The ES couldn't break that area, the 31, 34.75, and it's still struggling on 31, 37.75. Once we break that one also, it's gonna be fun. But this is the first break we have. Once the ES, you can see how powerful the ES. Once the ES broke this area, everything did go fine, And there we go. We closed everything now, and that's what we've been waiting on for. Sorry, 2 hours. Finally, we have the break. Okay, guys, that's all what we have for today. Okay, we'll see you on. Today is Tuesday. We'll see you on Thursday. Tomorrow we do not broadcast. Thank you very much. Please be safe, and we'll see you on Thursday at 10 o'clock. Thank you very much. God bless you all. Bye for now.